You seem like a very positive, upbeat person, and I know everybody has good days and bad days.
I try.
Yeah, but you strike me as someone.
When I'm on camera, I'm the best.
Okay, yeah, well, that's most people. That's most of us, myself included.
Yeah.
But but you said something about in the book, the naysayers who whisper their own fears into your ears. And I know I'm going down a negative path here, but that does exist with anything creative that people do. And I was just wondering if we could just talk on that a little bit.
Yeah, there's also sometimes jealousy. Now, when I got into film school, you know, the odds are 1 out of 7. I went to UCLA Film School, and one of my close friends, who I grew up with, did not. He applied at in the same time, and we were juniors. We were trying, you know, and so as a junior, if you didn't get in, you really couldn't amass more credits. You had to like chill out for a year. So he didn't get in, and so when I remember that fateful phone call, and I said, I got the letter. He said, what does it say? I said, it said, congratulations, I got in. I mean, it was the most amazing day to get into film school because, you know, and he said, oh, maybe they got our letters mixed up. And I was like, yeah, I'll talk to you later. And I hung up the phone. I was like, wow, okay. How did, you know, jealousy. Yes, there are naysayers who are going to say, why do you think you can make it? But you know, that's them projecting their insecurities upon you. Like I said earlier about the person who said, what if you don't make it by 30? Well, by 32, I had produced an independent feature with an Academy Award nominee that I co-wrote, and I also had worked on a popular game show. You know, I had done a few things, so I said maybe I was 2 years off the mark, off from his, you know, mark. But yeah, you have to watch because, you know, we have our own internal voices of fear, and so if they're constantly, you know, filling your head with that nonsense, and you say, oh no, and then later in the middle of the night, you go, well, maybe, what if, you know, they're right. It's tough because not everybody's going to support what you do. That's why, like I say, I was blessed to have parents who said, go for it. You know, we know it's going to be hard, but, you know, life's not easy, and why not enjoy what you do? Because a lot of people don't enjoy their day job. I mean, it's okay, but they're working for the weekend or they're working for something else. And I always saw my father not enjoy his job, and I said, I want to do something that I want to get paid to do. And I may not make millions of dollars, but to wake up and sit down and write and create for a living, I still kind of get a, you know, kick out of it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm living my childhood dream. You know, it's an 11-year-old kid making films, to be able to, you know, see my name on a large or small screen and be on the set and see actors say the lines or work, you know, do rewrites on the set and, you know, interact with other creative people, then you know, it was a dream, you know.
Speaking of which, I was watching an interview with an author that has sold millions of copies of their book, and they had a book signing and a book reading, and they invited their family member, a sister, and the sister showed up late. And then the author said, well, what'd you think? And the sister said, you know what? I like that first guy. What was his name? I want to get his book. And so you had said something about writing like no one cares, or I'm probably butchering a little bit, but write like no one really cares. Write for yourself? Because that's a perfect example right there.
Yeah, mm-hmm. and in the bigger picture, nobody really cares. I mean, you care. You have to care about your screenplay, but no one else. You know, like I say, my producers care what I write because they're paying me to write as an assignment. It's a protected bubble, but you know, it has to start with you. You have to care about what you're writing, you know, first and foremost, and that'll show through if you're inauthentic, where you're trying to just, you know, cheat and write something for money, or write something that's you're trying to follow a trend and copy something else. You know, it'll show through, and it won't be like. That's why I think my spec sold, because it was a heartfelt, and you know, I think I poured it out on the page. You know, because I don't say this in the book, but during the time of starting the spec, I had lost a family member, and so I stopped writing the script, and I came back. It took me like 6 or 8 months to finally feel, you know, not guilty about working on that. And I think a lot of that loss went into the characters, you know what I mean? It was like, and so many times your own life experiences, which I think should reflect in your work and make it that authentic, you know.